Let's continue with our box model exploration by looking at other properties and some more options in general. Besides padding, you can also add a border to this rectangle. And doing so is quite easy. You just have to add the border property. So we can create a border and give it 2 pixels and then specify if it's a solid line. So it's solid. And then we have to specify the color, black. So as you can see, that shows the border. And just like it happened with the padding, the border also gets added to the other width and height. So the total width now is not going to be just 200 or 200 plus 20 plus 20, so 240. It's actually going to be 244 because we are adding border on both sides and the padding on both sides. Imagine we had a second box beneath. So let me add another box that goes below, which will be called box 1 or box 2. So by default, there's no separation between both boxes. But let's create that box 2 just to give it some, just so that it's more clear what we're doing. With a different color, let's make this blue. So what if we actually want some separation in between, or if we wanted our box to have a margin, a free area around it? We could easily just add the margin property and, for example, add 10 pixels as a margin. So that will give this margin also on these sides and in regards to the other elements. So far, we've added all of these properties, padding, border, and margin, to all 4 sides of the rectangle. But what if you only want to add them to one side? For example, what if you want to have some margin just on the left side for this box in here? Well, for all 3 properties, you can type them and then dash, and you can go left, top, right, or bottom. For example, you can type margin left will be equal to 10 as well. And now they both have a margin of 10. If you are using just if you want to specify all 4 sides on one call, you can do so as well. So imagine that we want to have different padding on all sides. We can do padding, and then you have to specify. It's just like the clock, so it starts on 0 on top, and then goes to the right, then goes to the bottom, and then goes to the left. So the padding on the top, let's say that it will be actually 0, so nothing's going to change on the top. Then the padding on the right, let's say it's going to be 10 pixels. The padding on the left, let's say it's going to be 30. Sorry, on the bottom, it's going to be 30 pixels, and on the left is going to be 40 pixels. So this allows you to specify different dimensions for each one of the sides. Both things apply for padding, border, and margin. So to summarize, the box model is quite a popular and quite a powerful way for us to define how our content is going to look, what dimensions it's going to have, what separation it's going to have from other elements, and also add options for the border and make the text or whatever content you have inside have a bit of a padding too. So this is a very important concept in CSS, and you'll be using this all the time when creating a website with CSS.